Welcome to Get Sleepy, the podcast where we listen, we relax, and we get sleepy. My name is Tom, and it is my pleasure to be your host. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you are feeling comfy and peaceful. But do not worry if you are not quite there yet. Just relax in bed and listen along to my voice for as long as you would like. Here is no hurry whatsoever. The theme of our story this evening is the sounds of the ocean, and not just the sounds of the shore. Like the rhythm of the waves and the squawking of seagulls, but those beneath the surface too. Below the waves, you will also hear the whistles, clicks, and hums that sea creatures use to communicate. It may be peaceful underwater, but it certainly is not silent. Tonight's story is a bit like a nature documentary, where here is no plot, and you will not be left wondering how it ends, which means you can feel free to drift off at any time. So let us prepare to listen with a moment of relaxation, as if turning off the light switch for your day. Close your eyes and give yourself permission to rest. Steady your breathing into a slow, repetitive pattern, drawing the air gently in and easing it back out. As you distance your thoughts from the day, you can let your imagination carry you to a quiet beach with soft sand underfoot, much like you're breathing. The ocean waves here wash in and out, never ceasing in their calm, repeated motion. Just listen to the sound for a moment. A sound that, unlike many we hear in our modern lives, has always accompanied human life since it began on this planet. Our ancient ancestors no doubt experienced the profound bliss of the ocean waves landing on the shores all over the world. And it is safe to say, no matter how life evolves and changes, this never-ending rhythm will continue to bring calm and tranquility. It is a beautiful sunny day. The sky is azure, a clear, cloudless blue. This color is mirrored by the ocean beneath. The water seems to glow with its own magical blue light, sparkling when the sun hits. In this moment, the surface of the ocean almost appears to be still. The wind has calmed down, and the waves roll gently towards the sandy shore. The sound they make is soothing, creating a steady, calming rhythm. Each wave washes quietly over the sand, retreats with a soft whooshing sound. In and out, the tide creates a hypnotic rhythm. At first it seems that the sound is the same each time the wave comes in and goes out, just like the one before. But then the breeze gets a little stronger, just for a moment. The waves become slightly larger and louder. While the rhythm may be regular, if you listen carefully, there are also subtle changes and variations. After all, the ocean is interconnected with everything: the sand, the air, and all the creatures that live in the water. So while the sound of the ocean waves may seem unchanging and almost monotonous at times, it might be altered at any moment. A slight shift in the wind direction is all it takes to influence the waves, like a conductor guiding an orchestra. High above the waves, a seagull flies in slow circles. This bird knows the sounds and movements of the ocean well. He watches the waves, choosing the perfect moment to dive down in search of fish. Gulls have exceptional eyesight and can see up to 2 miles away. He is looking for something he can bring back to his newly hatched chicks in a nearby nest on the cliffside. They are currently being watched over by the gull's mate. She is not just the mother of his chicks, but also his life partner. Gulls are one of the few creatures in the animal kingdom that mate for life, moving further out into the shallows. The majestic coral reef emerges. The sunlight streams through the water, casting shimmering patterns on the coral. Tiny iridescent gobies dart in and out of the vast golden structure. Larger, brightly colored fish drift serenely past, moving in slow motion. The fish that live on the reef come in all the colors of the rainbow, from vibrant orange to electric blue. Some fish blow bubbles that make soft popping sounds as they rise upwards. Others ripple through the water with their supple bodies, making delicate swishes with their tails. But these are quiet, gentle sounds, very different to the constant chatter of the seagulls. A bright blue fish circles the reef, emitting a soft purring sound. This male fish is looking for a mate, and he hopes that his call will attract the attention of any female fish in the area. He repeats the series of purring vibrations again and again as he swims over the coral. To make these sounds, he uses his swim bladder. The organ contracts and vibrates, producing a low buzz. Other fish make noises by grinding their teeth or snapping their jaws. The most common way for sea creatures to communicate is through sound, which travels even more rapidly underwater than in the air. A busy coral reef teeming with fish is full of sound as well as color. Beyond the coral reef, further away from the shore, some other sea creatures are in the middle of a lively conversation. Two bottlenose dolphins make exuberant clicks and whistles as they speed through the bright water. This mother and daughter pair are exploring the ocean together on the hunt for fish. These two dolphins are in constant, noisy communication, expressing themselves through high-pitched whistles. They can recognize each other from a distance by sound alone. Each bottlenose dolphin has a signature whistle. A mother performs this whistle while pregnant, teaching the song to her unborn child. The calf then spends the first year of her life developing her own personal sound. Once the young calf has formed a unique call, she uses this sound to communicate with other dolphins for the rest of her life. It is like her own theme song as the pair twirl downwards. The mother dolphin emits her signature whistle. It is like a long, vibrating squeak that echoes through the water. Then her calf responds, not with her own whistle, but with a perfect imitation of her mother. This kind of affectionate mimicry is rare in nature and suggests here is something unique and special about the bonds in dolphin families. The connection between a mother and her calf is particularly close and long-lasting. They swim further into the depths, whistling lovingly to each other and spiraling in a graceful dance. As the mother and her calf swim towards the surface, their joyful clicks gradually fade away. The sounds are imperceptible to the creatures who swim at deeper depths. It is quiet down here, but not completely silent. A new sound emerges now, a melodic moan that gradually grows louder and louder. This is the song of a humpback whale. The adult male swims slowly in peaceful solitude. As he travels, he performs haunting vocalizations that often last for 20 minutes or more. It is a low, ethereal sound that can be heard hundreds of miles away. The sound is beautiful in itself, but the enigmatic nature of the whale song makes it even more fascinating. Scientists still do not know exactly why humpback whales sing or why they create such lengthy, complex structures. Perhaps they are mating calls or claims to territory, or they might even be making music simply for the pleasure of it, just as humans do. The humpback whale continues his slow, plaintive song as he moves upwards towards the surface. Even as he swims higher and higher, the water remains dark. Night has fallen, and the silvery moonlight only just reaches the surface. The ocean is peaceful, and the only noise that can be heard distinctly is the whale's song. His harmonies grow louder and louder, and then, at last, he falls silent. His powerful voice box needs a break every now and then. It is time for a rest and a breath of fresh air. The whale slowly rises out of the water. his head surfacing above the waves. He takes a deep breath of the cool night air. This humpback whale is starting to feel sleepy after a long swim and an equally long musical performance. As he floats at the surface, he closes an eye and finally allows himself to rest. Tonight, all is quiet on the ocean. The whale has finished his song. The pod of dolphins sleeps near the shallows while the fish rest on the moonlit coral reef. On the cliff overlooking the coastline, the seagull family huddles together in the nest, fast asleep. The only sound that can be heard now is the soothing rhythm of the waves. The tide is slowly coming in, washing over the shore. The water flows over the sand, then falls back. It comes in and then goes out, as though the sea itself is